She love when I talk greasy. Talking prices, these broke niggas get queasy. I think it's time to show and prove. Probably make the Forbes list with a couple moves.
I know y'all wondering, who's this pretty and can he really spit? But before we get to that, let me take you back to the beginning. Drop the motherfucking intro.
You know how I'm coming when I pull up. Need that money in my hand when I pull up. Couple bottles on deck when I pull up. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. Sticker moves only. Hands on the wall, told shorty. Give it up slowly. Grind on the nigga like you know me. Treat me like you own me. Take care of me than the homies. Two-step, I got two letters. Double F's on me, nigga, who better? You stand between me and the bread, doggy. I be down to bring the smoke to whoever. Yeah, how you want it? Sneakers 900. Ice on my chest, got my guard level hoodie wet. Get your hair, get your nails and your feet done. Here's a little extra if you need some. Yeah, spoiled rotten, I don't never need a reason. Me and Ominaya like mustard and YG. 21 and up and we checking them IDs, yeah. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. Need that money in my hand when I pull up. Couple bottles on deck when I pull up. You know how I'm coming when I pull up.
What's poppin', y'all? Your girl, September Bronx, Beats and Barz in the building. Here at Hudson Yards, about to sit down with the one and only Bags, the boss. BX stand up.
Subliminal captions. Girl, I can see the wall at. Got you a new nigga, you had to fall back. You couldn't kick it with him cause he lived with his mother. Now you finna backslide, but the side doesn't want you. I could've switched to my number. You kept away all the rats and the snakes that's among us. So I did it. Feel like
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, September Bronx, Beats and Barz in the building. Here with my guy, Bags the Boss. We taking over the Tribeca Film Festival without even realizing we took over the Tribeca Film Festival. And we just here, Hudson Yards. What up? Stand up. Bags, what's up, baby? How you doing?
nah, but how you repping for Hudson Yards? Nah,
This is what
it's
we
lit.
do.
It's lit. What's good though?
So, Bags, tell everybody out there where you from, you know what I'm saying, and what you repping right now.
I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens.
With Southside Jamaica, Queens, there's so many different artists that have impacted Queens. Like, how is your music contributing to that impacting Queens?
Well, you know, I don't just make music for one sector of New
Right.
York. You know what I'm saying? I make music for the whole New York, for global. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just take my influences from Queens. Like I've actually been influenced from Big, LL, Cam, Dipset, Harlem. That's really where I get my influences from. And of course, Queens with the environment contributes to my music.
Right. So how long have you been doing music?
Way too long. Way too long.
So one of the first albums that I listened to with you was Young Jesus Christ Volume 1. And one of the songs you have on there is with Young Buck. And I thought that album, that was so dope. Like, how did you link up with him to get, you know, you have him and you also have Gunplay. And I was like, oh, okay, so you've been around, you know some people.
I mean, you know, I don't have necessarily any management or a team behind me.
Really?
So it's just me grinding for everything. So I'll reach out directly to people, and if they real people, they gonna reach back. And sometimes, you know, you gotta go through managers, you gotta go through this, through that. But some people are not like that. Like, if you gonna hit up 50, you gotta go through the proper channels.
Right.
If you gonna hit up, you know, Bug or Gunplay or these guys that are not on that same scale, you don't really have to go through those channels. They'll
Right.
reach right back to you. You know what I'm saying? They're not at that in that situation to where they need to take you through a whole bunch of avenues. Like, they gonna get the bread directly.
Exactly. What was some of your influences around Young Jesus Christ Volume 1?
I was just trying to, I guess, find my musical footing.
Right.
I don't know, does that sound crazy? I was just trying to see where I fit. So that project has a lot of different sounds and stuff like
It
that.
does.
Right, so it's a lot of different sounds, a lot of different styles. And I feel like that led to where I'm at now. Like, now I'm at a place where I'm super comfortable with the kind of music I make.
Yeah, I can tell. And even with Reckless on Young Jesus Christ Volume 2, like, you really was like going in. And then, like, what I also like about the formats of some of your songs is like, you'll go hard, boom, and then it's a smooth, like, outro. Like, it's like an interlude in the song. And I'm like, damn, he's spitting, and you're talking about real life stuff, the grind. You're talking about how you can come from nothing to something, and you know what I mean? Like, how was it growing up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, to where you're at this point now. Like, what was your...
I remember we used to live in the basement, right? Mm-hmm. And we ain't had no bed at that point, and we was just like on mattresses. So I remember that time in my life as a young kid, you know what I'm saying? So you come from that, you come from your brother buying you sneakers, or you come from having holes in your sneakers going to high school. I have black Fila sneakers that look like boxing sneakers, you know what I'm saying, in high school, with a hole at the bottom of the shoe. So whenever it would rain, my socks would get flooded. Like, I'm going home with wet, you know what I'm saying? And I had to deal with it because that's what my parents could afford at the time.
The humble beginnings,
Right.
definitely. One thing you did talk about was pinky ring flow. Wait, I have all of this stuff down, but pinky ring flow and nobody down, that's big boy talk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you really was going hard with that. And I was like, okay. So, like, you see, like, nowadays, like, a lot of people be fronting, a lot of... It's like, I don't like it because I feel like, yo, you don't have to front. You know what I'm saying? If you're not at that level, you know. But, I mean, at other times, you do have to kind of glorify it, too, because that's...
That everybody glorifies the same shit. So you see it and you think, okay, this is what I have to do to get to that point. I have to look like this. When in reality, you don't. Your music just got to be good and you got to be about your business.
Right.
That's really...
So... At what point did you feel like, you know what, I'm here, I made it? Like, in between, like, your albums or prior to you doing music, like, when did you say to yourself, like, yo, I don't have to be like these others, and, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing it for real, and, you know what I mean?
You find a place where you're comfortable with yourself. You get to a place where you're comfortable as a human being in your skin. Like, I'll go out and have my whole shirt unbuttoned. Like, I got abs. And I feel sexy, too. I be out there like, what's up?
Right.
I look better than all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Stomach hanging out. I don't care because I'm comfortable in my skin. A lot of people not comfortable, so they got to do all these things to make other people feel like they comfortable with themselves. And you can hear it in the music, like, they not comfortable with themselves.
So where were you, like, in the transitions between Young Jesus Christ Volume 1, Young Jesus Christ Volume 2, and then Gangsters Don't Die, They Get Chubby and Move to Miami, which y'all should all check out on all streaming platforms because they are fire. No, I really sat and listened and I was like, yo, you're really talented.
If you like those, like, I got 5 projects right now that I'm just holding to put out one at a time, you know what I'm saying, to properly put out. And I feel like all those projects led up to where I'm at now because it's just all practice. The more you do something, you're going to get better at it if you care about it.
I'm sorry, who were some of the people that you worked with during those? Well, let's talk about those first 3.
Yeah. I work with my man AP, he's a producer.
Okay.
My man Idea Beats, DJ Ominaya, he does like A Boogie's tour DJ. He does the Wendy Williams show. He's everywhere. Right, DJing, but he knows a sound. When he hears something he likes, he's like, okay, this is gonna work. Right. And so he'll send me records. Right. Juan Ye is another producer that's dope that always sends me records, and these are guys that believe in me, you know what I'm saying, and want to see me get to a level where they feel I should be at. Right. So those are like my influences, those guys.
Okay, so we'll be back in just a second. We're gonna get more into Bags' business. We're gonna watch this movie that they got going on out here, and we hope we don't get kicked out. So to McKay, Bronx Beats and Barz, y'all. Peace.
If your wordplay is subpar, sorry, you gotta go. The only way to stand out is if you got flow.
Noise is a noise, there to serve a purpose. To challenge everything you think you want, to see if it's worth it. A mountain isn't worth climbing if it'll make you nervous. Yeah, you can tell it's real, listen to your heartbeat. On ourselves we bet, build brick by brick, rinse and repeat, until that doubt we defeat. The mirror is the only person who can make me feel elite. True to the vision, true to the goal. Get it from the mud, 10 toes, regardless of what. Never break, never fold.
Dripping in gold, I got the Midas touch. Ducking the feds, I know they finna rush. If I said it, I meant it, it ain't no capping us. We spent the night counting money, bagging up. God level, God level. Bring smoke to me, I let God tell you. God level, God level. You bring smoke to me, I let God tell you. God level.
Y'all, so Syndicate Bronx Beats and Barz in the building with none other than Bags of Boss. Queen, stand up. Now he's no longer in Queens because he made it.
Wait, can I curse?
Yeah, you can say whatever. So, not only is Bags this dope-ass artist, he is also CEO of God Level Clothing, and which I am wearing right now. You know what I'm saying? Look, shameless plug. Make sure y'all go check that out. As you should. So let's talk about God Level Clothing. Like, when did that come about?
That actually came about like earlier this year, maybe halfway through the pandemic, through everybody being locked down. I just got tired of like ordering stuff online and buying designer stuff, and you know the stuff you see in the media with how they portray our culture and how they use our culture and stuff like that. So I buy sneakers, I buy expensive sneakers if I like them, or I buy sneakers I like. But the clothes, if I could make it, why would I invest my money in another company when I could just invest in myself? You know.
So the God Level concept, like I've seen like a lot of like religious, like portraits and stuff like that. Like I think the line is fire. What do you have? You have just like t-shirts, hoodies. Like, are you coming out with like jeans, or are you like trying to?
Nah. But no, t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, hats. Yeah, I'm a religious person. I was raised in a religious household, but it's not only about that. It's about feeling like you at a God level. Like you should be feeling like your best self at all times. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't feel like that, and I like to let people know how I feel. I feel like a God. I feel like we all should feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, you should feel like you're the best at it, and you should work to be the best at it.
Yeah, and you personify that in your music as well. And you have out now the God Level album, which is another banger, which to me was like more or less a climax following up from, you know, Volume 1, Volume 2, Gangsters Don't Die, Get Chubby. So like for me, one of my favorite songs is Steak on My Plate. Like, let's talk about the inception of that. Like, where did that come about?
Well, that's the beginning of where I was saying like I'm starting to feel comfortable with myself, and that's where I was at with it. Like I felt that, and when I heard the beat, I was just like whatever just came to mind, I just said it, and I just started writing it down, and that's where
Who produced it?
These are always bad questions for me because I don't never remember. I don't know. You gotta remember, I'm like 3, 4, 5 projects up right now.
Right.
So I'm thinking about what I'm currently doing, and that's like I had that maybe like a year ago. Right. The project started like a year ago, like right before the pandemic had started, and then I managed to finish it on lockdown, and I got it mixed and mastered by my man Mixed by Auden in Jersey, and then I just kept working after that, and I haven't even listened to it fully, like, to be honest with you.
Are you serious? Wow.
I heard the mixing and all of that, but I haven't heard it like straight through, because I'm just trying to keep working and not hold my hat on like what I've done in the past, you know what I'm saying?
What I also like is Die For It. Like, it's like you have to like, this is what I want to do. This is more or less like a theme to me, in my opinion, of like the entire project. It was kind of like centralized around like, okay, this is what's going on. This is how I got to get it in. And if you're not with the grind, you out the grind. And, you know, with that one, for me, it was just like, okay, he's at a whole nother level now. Because, I mean, you don't talk about the same stuff in each album, but the general idea of it is the same to me as far as like the grind. I think like the grind is so impeccable, and you're kind of giving like a blueprint for some. Like if they really listen, they'll really understand like, okay, you can come from here and get here, but you got to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? So what's next?
Next is I got a joint project with my man that should be coming out in August, September, that we put together within like maybe 2 months.
Okay.
And that should be dope because he's more like a melodic guy, but not too much auto tune, like really like a singer type. So we're gonna see how it works. That should be dope. The pull-up single right now with DJ Ominaya, and that's going a little crazy right now. Surprising.
Dope song. Like you have like, I watched like the TikTok videos. I've watched like all these dances. It's definitely a dancer, like two-step clap and spin, Harlem Shake, go crazy type of vibe, and it's definitely dope for this summer. It's like, yo, you gotta open up. Like it's been crazy this whole year, and for you to have this banger, it's like, oh, it's definitely. And the way the beat dropped, I was like, oh, you got me ready to, put some icy hot on these knees and start getting busy real quick.
We was trying to he just sent that to me out the blue. Like I was working on a bunch of stuff and he just sent it to me and said, yo, see what you could do to this. And I heard it and I was like, I wasn't really messing with it at first, so I just left it alone. And then one day I just heard it and it just hit and I was on it. And I finished that record in maybe like 2 days and he loved it. DJ Ominaya loved it. It's his record.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Ominaya in the building, do all that.
Word, that's one of the best people ever to know in life. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Super selfless, super giving. Like, if he could help, he gonna help. And he's not like one of these guys that are like, that sell you a dream, like, yo, we gonna do this, No, he's gonna tell you exactly how it is. He don't like something, he not gonna like it, that's it. He just keep it real with you, and I respect that. Anybody that just keep it real with me, I respect, because that's rare. That's rare.
Definitely. So, once this single is like through the roof, are you gonna put anything else out on the God Level project?
What you mean as far
like
as?
It's like another single, or you just gonna let it rock out and you just gonna move it? Because like you said, you don't want to just continue to just do it. You want to keep pushing.
Oh yeah. We got, man, listen. Music, I'm not worried about the music I gotta put out. I got so much music like projects. Like I don't have like, all right, let me put this record out.
Right.
Oh, we gotta scramble to get another record together. No, I got like records.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I got
like I was listening and I was like, damn, there was still stuff on there. I was like, still more from BAGSTHEBOSS. I was like, good lord.
Yeah, like, I got a bunch of projects ready to go. So whenever this record is, I'm done with promoting and pushing this record. We're gonna shoot the video soon. After that, I got the project with my man, and then I got my own solo joint, and I'm gonna just keep pushing after that.
So, as an indie artist, do you think that you want to create your own label and just start putting everything under one umbrella, or are you just gonna keep the blueprint the way it is? Because like you have so much like music, so much with the clothing line, like, and have everything like just the compartmentalized like under one umbrella.
I feel like I'm gonna keep working until somebody offers me a check to scale it. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense to just start looking for handouts and all of that. Like I'm just trying to work right now and get my foot in the door and get my people in the door and build something, build a foundation. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing to me right now.
What's 5 bits of advice that you have for young entrepreneurs, not even young, but just entrepreneurs, musicians that you've learned throughout this process that you want to share with them?
Don't worry about looking the part. Make sure you're doing the work. That's one. Invest in whatever equipment you can get for yourself. Let me see. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, because nothing's gonna work out the first day or the second day, or maybe for a month or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be looking down the line for a long time. You're not gonna make money for a while. You're not gonna get paid for a while, and opportunity is everything. I think that's the most important thing, is just capitalizing on whatever opportunity you have. Everything don't come with a check. So, you gotta...
I think that's something that a lot of people have to understand. It's like you're not going to just make money just yet. You got to keep grinding, definitely.
No, they expect like to start from the top. You can't start from the top. Even if your Instagram is going crazy, those records you put out might not be going crazy. You got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in a video. You know, I know a lot of dudes that'll shoot a video and they'll spend, I know my man, he'll spend $3-4 grand on his outfit for the video. And then he'll be looking around for a $300 videographer. And it's like, fam, you just spent like 3-4 racks on yourself.
Right.
And now the video's gonna look horrible. It don't matter what you're wearing. It's gonna look bad. So, you know, I invest in myself. I want the work to look good. I want the work to sound good. I know people that, you know, they drip. They got chains coming out of everywhere. They got jewelry looking crazy. But then they go get mixing and it sounds horrible because they want to get the cheapest rate possible. And you can't do that all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely.
You can't do that.
That's hustling backwards.
It's hustling inside out. I don't know where they hustling from. Like, that's not how you work.
Right.
I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you're doing really good for yourself, though. You know, with the label, the clothing line, and you know, with your music and stuff. You just got to keep it pushing. You definitely going to do that. So, I want to be the CEO of God Level Clothing. So I think we're going to talk about that later. How I'm gonna just take that over, and you just focus on the music. Yeah, right. But do you do a lot of it by yourself, or do you have
I do everything myself. I put out the clothes myself. I do the marketing myself. I make the clothes myself. Like, I just made this yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you. So I do as much as I can for myself, and whatever I can't do, I outsource. You know, if I can't do something, but I know somebody who could do it well, I'm gonna pay them to do it well.
Right.
Right.
See, this is all building a brand, building a network, and you know that's really, really, really important. So on that note, we will network and get right back to y'all with the Sweet 16 segment of the show, because we got to hear these bars that Bags is going to bless us with, because he's fire. And in the meantime, make sure y'all check out all of Bags' music on every streaming platform out there, because it's out there. And make sure y'all check out the God Level clothing line as well, because, yeah, it's fire. So we'll be back right after this. September K, Bronx Beats and Bars in the building.
Sweet 16, sweet, sweet, sweet 16, sweet 16, sweet, sweet, sweet 16, sweet 16, sweet, sweet, sweet 16.
I swear to God, I never miss my quota. Before I leave, I shower myself in holy water. I was flying up for them all in that brand new Porsche. If we got issues, I promise you I won't keep it cordial. You getting money, the women, the ones that caught you. When it's always your niggas, the ones that short you. Man, this shit is torture. Yeah. Y'all killers all on the gram. I get it, they killed your man. You couldn't come with a plan, Lord. That's 15 on the kicks. Jacket cost me the same when I pull up you on my dick. She left you cause I'm the shit. Ain't gotta roll with the gang. And niggas ain't gon' do shit and they know it. Hate when they stop to ask how it's going. Nigga, the diamonds is dancing. I feel like I'm blowing. Get some insurance before you talk brazen. Boys stretch you out and have your GoFundMe account going crazy.
Swear every night before I go to sleep, double checking that mirror just to make sure it's me. I pray that rollie don't tick-tock, no fake shit. Then pray my homies don't flip-flop. Yeah, I swear to God, swear to God, swear to God, swear to God, swear to God. I swear.
I don't do depression like a mumble rapper. I'm busy stressed over paper like these other trappers. They acting them boys hardly killers, killing your role, thinking you ghost, but you on Mari, nigga. My goal resemble my goals. I know they want me to fold. I went with a different mold. I'm trapping from 9 to 5, trapping from 5 to 5. I never give up the grind. It always stay on my mind. I ain't stagnant. I level up. I never keep it average. Fendi fur on a peacoat, a fucking savage. Long nights I had to grind for it. Always knew I was ready to die for it. Yeah.
Swear every night before I go to sleep, double checking that mirror just to make sure it's me. I pray that rollie don't tick-tock, no fake shit. Then pray my homies don't flip-flop. Yeah, I swear to God, swear to God, swear to God, swear to God, swear to God. I swear, I swear, I swear.
What's up, y'all? September K, Bronx Beats and Bars in the building once again for the Sweet 16 afternoon segment of the show. We have Bags the Boss here. He is about to bless us. Make sure y'all go check out God Level out now. Make sure y'all check out Pull Up by DJ Ominaya featuring Bags the Boss. Make sure y'all check out Young Jesus Christ Volume 1, Volume 2. Gangsters don't die, they get chubby and move to Miami. Like, this man is putting in work. Like, y'all gotta understand, he is really getting it in. So without further ado, we would like to hear from the man himself.
Life on the dash, kilos on the seat. I don't smile and pick so you don't think it's sweet. If you snorting the Queens, probably got it from me. I'm on a first name basis with the DTs. Ain't no CZs, diamonds dancing CB. Money in the mattress, nigga, I can't go to TD. She love when I talk greasy. Talking prices, these broke niggas get queasy. I think it's time to show and prove. Probably make the Forbes list with a couple moves. The dogs smell it on me so you know it's true. I done kept it consistent, that's how they know it's you. Don't big bro me if you don't know me. Niggas think you rich, they try to make you they homie. You smoking dick if you think we chillin'. Had to get it out the mud, how you think we living? Huh? That's good, or I need some more?
I'ma just leave that right there. Cause that's not even, y'all gotta listen to the music to hear it for yourself. But you already heard what he said. He said what he said. And that's that. He said what he said. September K, Bronx Beats and Bars. Bags the Boss.
Yeah.
Be out. Peace.
Yeah. When you see me and Ominaya in the club, man, we like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, you heard? We the bad boys. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. Need that money in my hand when I pull up. Couple bottles on deck when I pull up. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. Need that money in my hand when I pull up. Couple bottles on deck when I pull up. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. Sticker moves only. Hands on the wall, told shorty. Give it up slowly. Grind on the nigga like you know me. Treat me like you own me. Take care of me than the homies. Two-step, I got two letters. Double F's on me, nigga, who better? You stand between me and the bread, doggy. I be down to bring the smoke to whoever. Yeah, how you want it? Sneakers 900. Ice on my chest, got my God level hoodie wet. Get your hair, get your nails and your feet done. Here's a little extra if you need some. Yeah, spoiled rotten, I don't never need a reason. Me and Ominaya like mustard and YG. 21 and up and we checking them IDs, yeah. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. Need that money in my hand when I pull up. Couple bottles on deck when I pull up. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. Need that money in my hand when I pull up. Couple bottles on deck when I pull up. You know how I'm coming when I pull up. Every charm dripping, my girl's tits sitting. Slide with your bitch like how Future did Pippin. Nigga, we's different, rings on chillin'. Chain never tuck, you can see just how we livin'. Treat real life like it's only fans. Come and bust it open for a couple bands. Gotta keep a real one beside me, my girl like the feds. You can't post me on IG.